Usually the most inspiring story is from the client that you deal with last. Just recently I've helped an elderly couple to arrange their transition into aged care. What happened there, this couple was referred to me by the lawyers who tried to resolve the conflict within the family, and they couldn't find a solution, so they passed them on to me. Essentially, this couple were married and they have blended family and they have many children from the previous marriage. And the assets that this couple have were all held in individual names. And all the gentlemen went into residential care, his wife stayed at home, and she and her family were not agreeable to use her assets to fund his care costs. At the same time, the other part of the family did not want to use his assets to fund his care costs. So there was a stalemate that could not get resolved. I was able to give them the clear analysis and the clear advice with a clear direction of which assets need to be used. So now we're able to fund this gentleman's care costs and his accommodation payments. The other aspect of that is that lady received an inheritance from her father a couple of years ago, which resulted in a loss of age pension. So we are now in the process of restoring that age pension, which will result in $34,000 coming back to this family in the form of the age pension, and this will help to fund the accommodation costs for the gentleman who's gone into care, as well as sustain the lady who is staying at home and in her retirement. So sometimes having the third party coming to the table and giving the clear guidance to the family helps to resolve that conflict. It's no longer seen as someone's idea, it comes as an advice given by the specialist that comes from an independent party. It comes from someone who is not involved and doesn't have any vested interest with the family. It was not a straightforward scenario at all. There were many, many hours and multiple phone calls with both parties of the family involved because there was this conflict that was brewing, and somehow I was able to resolve that conflict to leave both parties happy and accepted what that advice was. Now they're all able to move forward with that conflict removed, and the main thing again is that the gentleman who is in care is provided with enough assets to fund his care costs, and so is the lady who is living in her home in retirement.